Evening, we're back again at the Nordschleife. Well, I know you all enjoy the Nordschleife, so we're going back there. We're in practice at the moment. We're going to just enter into the race to see who we're up against. Once again, thanks for joining. If you're going to be joining in tonight. And let's try and get into the right screen here. That's better. We're in the right screen there now. That's good. See who's watching and stuff. Feeling all right today, actually. A little bit cold in the motor shed, and but we are still enjoying the crack from yesterday's very pleasant little trip out. If you know, you know. And sometimes if you know, you didn't want to know. Some people are too serious, man. Life's too short. Get a grip. Anyway, so we've got 50 seconds left of this warm-up. We're back at the Nordschleife with the LMP3s. I think this light's a bit bright, isn't it? Oh, it's dulling down there now. That's all right. We'll see. You cope with it. I didn't need to cope with it. So where we are in the grid, as you know, it's just based on iRating on here. Let's go down the grid, down the grid, down the grid. 22nd. We're behind Dave Garver, who's quite quick. He's around about our pace, to be honest. So I might just follow him around. Julian Pirot, he was in the 4 hours that we did the other night, I believe. I do believe, yeah, he was. And he crashed, sadly. So this is where we are in the grid, 22nd. Unless you want to do a pits to glory. Well, I want to have a full race with Dave, to be fair, to see what goes on. So we'll go in the grid. We'll get the head speakers on.
Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed right now.
The head speakers are on. And it's the LMP3s that we're on again. 1752 is the strength of field. Wonder if Dave Garver's going from the pits. But we'll take it nice and easy because we have reached 4.99 safety rating on an A licence. And that's as high as you can go if you didn't know anything other than that. You can't go any higher than 4.99 safety rating. So, and we've had a couple of races since then, so we've maintained it. I didn't even see the results from the one we did this afternoon, so I don't know what's going on there. So we'll take it nice and easy, nice and safe again.
5 cars left to
and
grid.
just show you that driving safe means that you can still pick up high rating points. So I think we're around about 16 and a half at the moment, as far as that's concerned. But we'll take it easy. If anyone wants to push the way by, then we'll let them do that because they will die.
Jetstar 12.
Looks like there's a few starting from the pits.
Jetstar 20. Car.
By the way, he's shot up there. He looks a bit suspect. So we'll just hang fire a little bit. Starting 22 on the grid, but we might pick up a few places in the first bit, but we're not going to push it.
Get ready. Going green.
Because there will be somebody a little bit anxious to get away, so we'll see what goes on there.
Right car is off. Green, green.
This guy inside looks a bit dodgy, so we'll
There's an incident ahead.
Behind the white on the inside there.
Right side, right side. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Oh, he's just crossed the guy outside. Mint. But remember cold tyres though. These spin quite easily on cold tyres. Early exit out of there. See how much gap we took there. Early exit. Loads of gap there. That's a little trick of mine there. So it's bought us a little bit of time. From Michelle Graff, Steffi's sister. And just remember, cold tyres all the time. We're trying to get away from these. And aware of crashes in front, obviously. Nice and smooth through there. Early cornering helps. Oh man!
Right side. Clear. We got damage on the front end. Go left. Right side.
We've got a bit of damage, not a lot. Kept it out the wall mostly. Steering feels okay, a little bit of understeer maybe. We can work with that though. Jeffrey Sinnott behind us.
Sorry guys.
On the left. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped on the left. Car stopped
Oh, big smash.
Go right. Go right.
Oh dear. What's happened there?
You've got wheel damage. Required
What the
repairs
fuck,
are
bro?
18 minutes. Push 5 seconds. Optional repairs are 1.
Let's see if we've got hit there.
5 seconds. All the damage is repairable.
Sure must have gotten hit there. Oh, did he turned round? Will you just keep your brakes on, man, when you just crashed into us? Fool. So, that was that for this race. Let's see if we can pick some safety rating up. We'll have quite a bit of damage from that, I would imagine. Just people, why do people drive into you? It's not really worth, in this Ringmeister series, it is not worth starting on the grid. It isn't. People just go there to tear things up, and it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's go back and see that. We've got 4 minutes left of towing. So let's go back and see exactly what happened there. We'll do the first crash first. So when you were coming up to a slow driver or an incident of some description, okay? The problem is it's so easy to spin these cars by braking really too hard. I didn't think I broke too hard, to be fair. So here we are, we're going up to the corner. and we'll just hang fire here. So slowly we go down. We're looking for somebody round the corner. There he is. Little bit of stuff on the ground, and then we thought, oh, right, okay. And then this other guy, so we were okay with this guy here. We were going to go down the inside. And then what spooked us was the purple car on the outside, who looked like, from where we were sitting, he looked like he was actually coming back out onto the track. So we got by this guy and we thought, right, well, that's all right. But by that time, we hit the curb. And when you hit the curb in this, so we avoided the crash, when you hit the curb in this, it just spins 50-50 slide, and that's it. So there we go. Not too much damage, I don't think. The front was still intact. So we kept it nicely out of the rest of the traffic. Ooh, nearly got collected there. But we did all right. We were all right there. So we're still driving fine. Move on. Car on the outside who avoided it, and then forgot that this was a corner. So that was him dead.
To go. 2 to go.
So we got inside of him, and then we see what's going on here. So we went down to the hairpin, not the hairpin, the right hander at the bottom. So we're driving fine there now. That was feeling great. And then this is the idiot factor of iRacing. When you crash, you're supposed to have a look down on your right hand side to the relative to see where the cars are that's coming up alongside you. It's the only way you've got of finding out who's coming around this corner. It's a tight corner. Look at this corner here. You can't, if you're crashed up here, you can't see around this corner. So the only relative is your relative. All right. So we'll go around this corner. We're aware there's a crash, okay, so we'll see this crash here. And we'll go towards it and we'll think, all right, we'll just keep on the right-hand side. We're easily going to avoid it. And then all of a sudden, this guy here, he's obviously got to see this car, and he just absolutely drives into us. Look at this. What a fool, man. Look at his car. It's absolutely smashed to bits. No fin. Tyres broke off, and he's trying to enter the race. Now, I might even report this. Number 8, is it? Number 8. We might even report that at the end of the race. So, he just absolutely ploughs into us. And I think, we thought we got away with it, but in actual fact, he's done too much damage to the car. Look at the back tyre. It's off at an angle. And that's what's happened there. It wasn't until he hit the back. So we hit the barrier. And we roll the car. The fins off and everything. That's going to be a lengthy stint in the pits. So we had to get towed as well. So let's get back in the car. Let's have a look and see if we can see what the car looks like. So we've got no fin on the back. And until we get the fin on the back, it's pointless going out, to be fair. So, it's a good job we've got that 4.99, isn't it? Just mental, that man. Why did he drive straight into us? I think I will report that, to be fair. I'm not happy with that. That was an easy miss, that one. An easy miss. So we've got requires repairs 18, that's us finishing the race. Just finished our race completely. Hopeless. Hopeless driving. So while we're here, let us just get some video of that, because that is getting reported, without a doubt. We've got plenty of time to do it, so I'll show you how to do that. So if we come out of it, and we go back to where it actually happened. and we'll collect some video evidence and stuff. Okay, so here we are. We'll just go forward a little bit. So what you do is you go into this, this is your replay on here, open VCR tool, and that's where you create the start of the clip from. So this is from behind our car. Start of the clip starts here, create the slice. So that's where we're starting it from. And if we just go from here, round the corner, and this will show nicely how we had nothing to do with the crash at all. But look at this, he's standing, he's let two cars by, and then he just drives into us. So we'll save that replay, and we'll save the replay as... we didn't get the guy's name, did we? So what we'll do is we'll save that as... protest chase, just to see what cam it was that we had on there. So we'll go protest chase, get that one there, and that's okay. So there's one saved. If we go to the results, we can see the number 8 car is Anthony Lanoy from France. So that's up there. So what we'll do is we'll go back a little. And we'll go into Anthony's car. Okay. So we can see how he's crashed. So if we go back a little bit. So look at the state of that crash he's been in. He's trying to enter in front of me. Okay, so we'll start from there. So we'll get the scissors out, create the slice. And we'll just move that on slowly. So it's a bad rejoin from the guy in front of him. He can't help that. However, that's him dead. Another car hits him. It's utter carnage. But he's there. He's dead in the track with that. All wheels all over the place. We're just waiting for our car coming around the corner. That's miles away. And then he decides, do you know what? It's not good enough that they're getting by. Let's 2 by. Let's 3 by. And then drives into us. Disgraceful. So we'll save that as Anthony Lanoy. Cheers. So that's the second replay we've captured. And then what we'll do is we'll do a third one from, I'm trying to think where we'll get it from. His car maybe? Yeah, his car. So let's go back a little again. Oh. Hang on. Oh. So we'll go from his car. There's cockpit actually. So let's go into cockpit mode. So we're in his cockpit now. So that's where he finally comes to rest. So we'll create the clip from there. Create slice. And then we'll move it on. So he's sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. He's tried 3 times. 1, 2, 3 cars. And he's just, I mean, that's incredibly stupid. So we'll get that one as Anthony Lannoy cockpit. Because I'm sick of these people just coming on and driving like fools. Like it's really annoying. So let's save that one. Okay. And let's get back to the car. So we've got the video footage to report the guy. Because they got sick of me shouting at people for being idiots. And then they wonder why I'm shouting at people. And this is exactly why I'm going to report everything that happens from now on. Because they need to get a handle on this driving. The driving standards at the moment has just dropped massively. It's not on. I thought I'd actually done something wrong there and I didn't. So I thought I'd put the brake on and it spun the car, but I didn't, as it turns out. They'd already damaged the back of my car. So that's where we are. We're in 18th place on there, but I don't know whether it'll come down or not, to be honest. There's that many people involved in those crashes. We could end up 18th without even turning another wheel, to be fair. We will get a drop in safety rating, however. I might as well show you the race as it stands. Let's go to live. That's the race live. And let's put you with a little bit of a race that's going on. This is the guy that's in the lead. He started in pole position. So therefore he got away from all of that. And Mark Edmonds 7 seconds behind, 11 seconds there for the guy behind him. Dave Garver, who we said was racing, is in P10. And he's stuck behind us in the pits, so even he's been killed. Yeah, Dave, I was looking forward to that race there till the idiots turned up. So it looks like there's a fair few people in the pits. All these people here, we would have picked up places if we'd started from the pits. Because all these are in the pits at the moment. Anthony Lannoy is in the pits after his debacle, 2 laps down. So it looks like we could actually finish P18. I don't think there's many of these getting away with this lately. I think it's the end of the race before we'll get started. Thanks for tuning in. If you've tuned in, this is iRacing at the Nordschleifer, and the state of our car is ridiculous. So let's get back in our car. And and get out of it as well. Oh, the race is over. So we can't do anything with it. We can't get out the car or anything. We should be able to get out the car, like, but we can't. The only thing we can do is just get out and quit. So as the results filter through, we're in P18. Julian behind us is nowhere to be seen. Jose Lopez in the pits, damaged. Anthony Leloy is obviously in the pits, damaged. 2 laps down. Yeah, everybody else is just dead behind us. So we might get away with P18 here. From P22 on the grid, we might get a little bit of a fluke. If you're in sitting watching this, have a word in the chat. I'll just check it because it says it's gone offline. Nope, but it's in there. That's all right. So the chat is available. So you can have a word with us while we sit and wait for the end of this race. What a nightmare that is. For streamers and stuff like that, it's an absolute debacle. Like, it really is. So Dirk Pesch, he was started behind us in P25. Dave Garver still in the pits. So he might actually pick up a couple of places here, if he's lucky. There's Michelle Graff, who we passed. Sorry, it was the white car behind us. And I don't know whether they're in the pits or anything as well, because it's not showing us their video. So there's not many people who survived that, to be fair. So let's change that to TV1. So this is the green car that went spinning by us. We must have a little bit of damage somewhere along the line. But he's looking like he's travelling well. So he's P12. I just can't see anybody in or around us that's actually getting away. So he could be dead. He's still travelling with no front end on. So I think he's the last P16. 17 isn't. We're in the pits. That's us in the pits there. Dave Garver behind us. Julian Pirot, who we said we've raced before, is there. Lopez. Oh, actually Lopez is getting away. So P21 is actually getting away. So we'll drop down one place, probably. Unless he's 2 laps down. No, he's not. He's only 1 lap down. Unless that's just changed now. So yeah, that's a possibility. We could drop a place here, but that's not too bad, to be fair. But everybody else is just dead, out of the game, and it'll be telling them exactly the same as us. Because of our injuries, we've got no chance of rejoining this, which is an absolute joke, to be fair. I mean, to be fair, when you see the crash, we definitely had enough for 18 minutes damage, to be fair. But just senseless, man. His car's absolutely rolled 4 times, and you think you're getting back in the race while somebody's coming towards you. Just... I mean, he's probably come out of the server, to be honest. Yeah, he's come out of the server. So he's an idiot who just... He's crashed like that and gone, oh, it doesn't matter, we'll come out. He's not bothered about the server. He shouldn't be driving on the service. Get yourself a PlayStation, son, and crack on. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. So that's the end of the race. We'll see how the leaders are getting on. This is live now. Let's go to the results and see where the leaders are in relation to everybody else. So this guy's in the lead now. Doesn't look like... Oh, he might have crashed actually. In fact, I might have just finished. Yeah, top 4 finished, I think. So the first person we can see driving is in P9. So he's not far from the end. He's on the carousel, half a lap to go. And Dirk is 6 minutes behind him. So Dirk Pesch might not actually get to finish this race, you know. So he might not drop a place here. That was a debacle of a race, that really was. So race is over. I wonder if we can quit out without having to without having to forfeit. We'll just hang fire. So we'll show you while we're sitting waiting. I'll actually show you what's happening next week. Just for your own knowledge, what next week's races are going to be. That one there that we're in, well, we're going to do loads of different things, but TCR, which we didn't do this week, forgot all about it at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and the TCR cars. Next week is going to be, if I have a look at the schedule, next week is at Sebring. Strangely, I told you to buy Sebring. Told you to buy Sebring, whatever you want to. Sebring. I'll call it Sebring from now on. They're at Sebring next week in the TCRs, so we'll be doing that. Let's go back and see other races. The SCCA, which are at Snetterton this week. Let's see where they're at next week, as in tomorrow. Barcelona is where they go to, which is a canny track for them, to be fair. I'm just wondering, I'm going to keep an eye on these to see if it's worth buying St. Petersburg for the races that we're racing in. So St. Petersburg isn't on their list. Okay. So let's go back. Another one that we're likely to race and you would likely be racing would be this one here at Lime Rock Park, the GR86s. Next week, the GR86s are at St. Petersburg. There you go. See? So St. Petersburg, and I think we can probably live without that because we've done that one race. And then we've got to get 8 to get our license. Miami, I'm not buying that either. I'm not into these street circuits. It's not very good at all. And then you got Brands Hatch, Tsukuba, Brazil, Watkins Glen. So yeah, we've got enough to get our money from there. The results has come through from Nürburgring. As you can see on here, we were at 4.99. We're now down to 4.8. So it looks like we're in the third split, which is absolutely filled with clowns. 1752 strength of field. So we lost 0.19 there, and we lost 35, which, to be honest, is pretty much dodging a bullet a little bit. I think it was because we were higher up in the rankings. so we didn't really miss much on there. But it wasn't our fault, and there will be a protest going in, so we will have to remember we've got a protest to put in. So we've already got the video for it. We'll just come back to this one, and it was the 6 o'clock Nordschleifer. Okay, Ringmeister, sorry. So what we'll do now is, now we can come out of that race, we can actually get into another one. Let's see where we can go to. So something quickly, M2, no. GR86, no. TCR at no, the what they call it, Sebring and the Porsche Cup. We could do that, Sebring and the Porsche Cup. If you are sitting watching, by all means, drop a line in the chat so I know who you are. Or if it's the likes of Johnny, give us a ring on my phone, because I'm just wondering if there's a problem with the chat, to be fair. Got this on here. Matty Gill's in there as well. I can see Robin Stevens was watching it. Now he's test driving. Okay. So if he's test driving, let's see if I can send him a, because I'm going to do some coaching with this guy. And let's see if he's available for some coaching. Just quickly get his number on here. Because it looks like he's test driving the car. He did get his first win the other day. He's new to the service. But he might take a while to answer that, to be fair. Might have to ring. Let's see if we can ring him and see if we can get on to guide him to where we need him to go. Because it depends on what track he's trying and what car he's in and stuff. Let's try this. Now, it looks like he's driving. He might call us back. We'll see. If he does, then we'll give him a little bit of coaching. But in the meantime, let's go with the fixed Porsche Cup at Sebring. Now, I'm just wondering if this has fixed me issue or whether or not it's still going. It seems as if it did fix the issue before, but I somehow doubt it for one reason or another. It seems as if it's taken too long, you know. Definitely seems as if it's taken too long. But it just clicked over there now, so let's see how that goes. This is the tester. I think it's just gonna, yeah, it's just gonna black out. Absolutely just disgraceful, the server, like. It just, so frustrating. So what we have to do to avoid that is go into here and go task manager. Task manager, and then go down. It just throws everything into chaos, like. So let's go with that there, and task. That takes it off. And now we can't actually get into the blooming thing anymore. Oh my God. This is a farce, like. It really is a farce system, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to terminate the stream till I get this fixed up, and we'll see you back here quite shortly. Speak soon.